to cut the music a little short today just to get everything accomplished. Hope everyone is having a wonderful day. There we go. Awesome. Hope everyone is having a great, wonderful day on this, I don't know what day it is. Let's just call it the day. Whatever day today is. On this day of days. I think it's like a Wednesday or something. Let's say it's Wednesday. So on this Wednesday, that it is today, so. I don't know. Beautiful sky day. What are you guys doing? Oh, okay. We're packing up their gazing ball. So let's peek up at the sky. Beautiful clouds. We've got a couple fluffy clouds there in the distance. All in all, lovely, lovely, lovely day. So today we're going to talk about how to simplify your life, how to make things more simple, and stuff like that. Also, Lisa's here, so we're going to go see. I think she has jumped out here. She started feeding everyone. So we're going to see what Lisa's doing. And then we're going to start on getting everything ready and going. So what you doing, Lisa? Oh, we're probably going to take that out just so I wouldn't spend too much time because we're going to put, that's where we're going to put the one bunny cage. So. Are you ready to feed? I got some water down with those guys. Those guys are ready. You guys can see the ducks are ready to go. Let's get some rabbit feed. We'll get the rabbit feed ready down by the rabbit guys. Okay, so quacky ducks everywhere. So, as we said today, how to simplify your life. So first and foremost, I guess we'll just jump straight into the first simplification of your life is whatever you're doing, it's already more complicated than it needs to be. You're already worrying too much about everything. So, how do you fix that? You fix that through meditation. You fix that through slowing down. You're going to say, well, but doc, I'm trying to hustle, man. I'm trying to get the dollar. And if you didn't see a couple episodes ago, I talked about how this concept of wealth and this concept of being rich is really something that it's kind of tricking you. It's making you realize that you're not spending enough time with your life. And that's why today we're going to talk about simplification. So the first one is slow down. Slow down. There's lots of ways to slow down. But one of those is on nice days like today, on beautiful fall days, what are you doing for yourself? What have you done for you? What have you done for you? What have I done for me? I went outside. I spent some time enjoying this lovely weather. I smelled the leaves. I went for a walk. I just found ways to enjoy my day. I like some of my projects, and some of my projects that aren't really projects, they're just things that I really want to get done. They're just things that I enjoy doing. Like, I will show you one of the projects that I've been working on the last couple of days. So you guys can see the project I've been working on the last couple of days. And this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. It's stuff that needs to be done, but it's stuff I really felt like doing. It was just fun. So the last couple of days, our barn needed a better entrance. So we had some leftover porch wood from when we were repairing, the porch on our house. So I just I cut out the parts that were really bad, roughly cut everything about the same size as you guys can see, absolutely perfection with a nice straight line. And then I took some bricks and I put some bricks in. And I thought this would just be kind of a really nice, chill thing. And look, it works. It does exactly what it needs to do. It'll be great for the winter. It'll make everything easier for the winter. And it was kind of fun. You know, it works along with this rock wall in this little garden area that I created earlier in the season that I really wanted to create. And so have that I really wanted to create earlier, right near the bees, as we're watching the ducks just be ducks. I don't know, just being silly ducks. So let's go. Jake, you can just set that right. You can just set that right here someplace. Okay. So let's go get some feed set up for the guys outside. I'm gonna set you guys right here. Oh, by the way, guys, there is the rat coffee house. I need to bring the key out to check to see how much they visited the rat coffee house. But right there's the rat coffee house where they're getting their rat lattes that would hope to sterilize. So, anyways, kind of jumping around a lot today. I know, lots of ADD today, lots of jumping around, lots of silliness. Oh, what do we got in here? This is not what I wanted here. Okay, what we're looking for is over here. Is the bucket. So step one, first thing you need to do is you need to slow it down. You start enjoying more of your day. You start not worrying so much about how crazy everything is. You need to not worry about making the dollar, about all the dollar you need to be making. And you need to be giving time for yourself, enjoying who you are as an individual, enjoying what the world has to offer you. It's pretty easy. I mean, it's one of the easier steps that you possibly can make. Well, I have one bucket with rabbit food ready down there ready for you. Here's the second bucket. The second bucket is somewhere around here. I think it's sitting right on top there. That bucket's ready to take out to those particular guys, and I'm going to give these guys some feed. So, and I don't know what the third bucket is right now. So I'm going to go take this outside, guys. So, what, Jake? Okay, great. Just go dump it over there someplace. Okay, I need to go figure out where the other bucket is. I'm gonna go take that bucket down. I'm gonna take that bucket over there where it goes first, and then we will go from there. So, yeah, it's chaos day. Part of it is because I have about 4 or 5 people asking me what they want to get done, and I kind of wanted to just get the chickens fed today, and I thought I'd throw on the camera and just kind of show you the chaos that goes on a typical day when it's not just me doing it, when it's other people, so you guys can enjoy. So next thing you can do is simplify every aspect of your life. How do you do that? May ask, just like Doc, how do you simplify life? Life is pretty chaotic. And there's lots of different ways that you can simplify life. You can simplify life by just doing less. You can simplify life by having your life better, well organized. You can simplify your life by knowing by planning out your day. I'd love to plan out my day. I think it'd be awesome. But realistically, planning out my day, it just never works like that. It's never that simple. There's usually a million and two things to do. So it's never quite as simple as just planning out my day and making it simple. So let's go. Let's see what's going on with Lisa. What's going on, Lisa? What do you need? I can't hear you. You need. What'd you say? Okay, so we've got this right here. If you want to put this down for this water, but I mean, there's still a whole lot before we spend too much time making it too perfect. There's a whole lot that needs to be organized and cleaned in here first. We're just kind of in the beginning steps of winterizing it.
I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm being me.
Well, I know, but I'm here to help and trying to get everything well organized. I don't know where the other. There's a bucket of feed, of rabbit feed, and a bucket of chicken feed, and a thing of water, all at the Bunny Apartments. So I don't know where the other bucket is, guys. Don't know what I did with it. It was hiding around someplace. So let's pick up some of the stuff that is falling down and making a mess. Oh, Lisa, when you finish with that, I want to show you something. Okay, that's something we'll have to figure out, because remember that's the barn light. Jake got that for my birthday, so we had a light. So if we needed a flashlight in the barn, it was easily grabbed. So I wanted to show you this, what we have here, Lisa. So if you see, I put this down, because this is what we need to figure out. If you see, I put pretty much the back is all done. So I don't know how we have to decide how we're gonna do the roof on this one. That was the big issue that we had never figured out. Maybe we don't.
All we have to do is drill a piece of wood there and there and slide a screen on top.
Okay. And then what I want to do here is I want to be able to, I want to put something here like removable shelves, but just in case we need to take out these boards, I want to be able to pull them out, because right now they can slide in and out right through here. So, and then if you look here, here's where we decided. By the way, guys, if you want to see what we're talking about, I'm gonna move you over here so you guys can see what we're talking about. What we're talking, Lisa, with this, I don't know if we still wanted to do, one big cage in the top and bottom, or if we wanted to use like this and have 4 cages or 3.5 cages, or so. Because we can always put something here that's modular that we can take out and have like a door here, door here, door here, door here. So I'm just not sure what something we'll have to think about and talk about. Gone. I told you he's the one that got away. I just don't know where it happened to him. What? Yeah, his girlfriend vanished, and then he vanished. His girlfriend wasn't white. His girlfriend was a splash. So I was going to take that out. Since that one, we're not using that cage, I was going to take that cage out, and we can use this for. We could put this on top of the bunnies out there. And then if you want to move that one guy up, and then we can leave that one cage open.
Or you can bring that one cage in and we can put a loner or somebody in.
If we bring that one cage in, then we can't put a cage on top.
But it would fit on top of like this. That
Yes,
leather?
correct. Then
Oh, we couldn't put that cage.
couldn't put that cage on top out there. That's the issue. But if we switch up that guy, we'll have that one cage empty under there, which is fine. But we still have one big cage. We still have one big office out there ready to go that no one's in right now. And we could put that off. We could put that office would go here because it would fit. That office would fit here if we wanted. But this cage has always been a hassle with it turned sideways.
There's nothing to argue about.
No. We're just problem solving. These guys are good in here for a while.
Well, in the midwinter, they're in one of the.
No, in the midwinter, they're going to want to.
One of the big ones, and then put a couple other people up there with them.
We could.
Be a good, okay, flock that grew up with each other.
Yeah, we could. We got a couple guys out there that there's just two of them. We could probably work that in together pretty easily. So. No, you're right. No, I mean if we keep the if when we put the chickens together, if we have them together in families, then it does make it easier for them to integrate together. Because if we get, because these guys are all silkies. Everybody in here is silkies, right? Yeah. All these guys are going to be silkies. If all the baby, and so if we find like another male silky that we can sink in there, and as long as we give it in that, if we make that one big cage, as long as we give elevations, the two roosters aren't going to fight as much. The problem I noticed is when we started having the two silky roosters fight is when we didn't have the elevation, when they were all on the same level.
Well, that's what I was saying, the dynamics.
Yeah, so if we keep that and we have like a couple
various dynamics of levels for them to be able to jump up and down, no weight, and like for the neighborhoods. I mean, we could put one of the red boxes up, or two of the red boxes up.
Yeah.
In the store, you got a place to go, bebop. You can drill a stick across them.
Yeah.
Slide them in.
And if we do that on the top, we can go all the way to the top, and we don't even necessarily. To be honest, Lisa, with seeing how the rats have figured out ways in all the cages, I'm not even that worried about the top of that cage.
No, I worry about weasels and raccoons and skunks.
Well, skunks aren't going to get in here and bother these guys, and the weasels are going to get in any place that the rats can get in. The rats taught us that if the rats can get in, the weasels could too. But the good news is that's the other perk of the rats, is maybe they're going to keep the weasels away. So, oh, and if you look, Lisa, right here, I put the rat coffee house. So, and I'm going to put the other rat coffee house probably in the I'm going to probably put it above the apartments.
Yeah. That's way too much. I mean,
Yeah.
He's just like in a deep sleep.
So.
Sorry. What?
So right there is that's where I put the rat coffee. So I put it there because they go a lot. They've chewed that way whole, and this is kind of their inside out. So if we have the rat coffee house there, then they go and they eat their anti-rat baby lattes.
Oh, they got some sunlight right there.
So
that's lovely. Why don't we put a plexiglass right there?
Because we don't have any plexiglass, we absolutely could.
It's really not expensive if you get, well, you want to fix stuff. It's really not as expensive as I thought it was.
Oh, okay. I thought plexiglass was really expensive, but.
But if you go to Home Depot, a place like that, you know.
Maybe if we go to the plexiglass store.
I don't know. I've never run for plexiglass.
Because if it's already cheap at Home Depot, then it might even be cheaper at the store that specializes in that.
I'm thinking we put a pair of the jerks outside.
Yeah, if these guys are fine at being, these guys are fine at winterizing.
I think if we let two of them 3 in the handy run, and then 2 of them in the thing that's the Old English, and bring the Old English in.
I do want to bring the Old English
and then
in.
we have a rooster out there, because we don't.
Well,
and he can be in charge of that barn. We just have to keep it shut off. Nobody goes in there, so we just keep it shut off for starting whenever we do it.
I mean, what are we going to do about the 2 ducks that regularly go in and out of there?
I mean, they just do it to get food and water, and that's everywhere else. At night, we'll open it up and they'll go in.
I mean, the 2 hens go in there too. The 2 big girls.
Mm-hmm. But there's no rooster. He comes in here. I'm just saying it'd be good to have a rooster outside.
Yeah.
But we need to enclose them. The whole one be in the barn cavity itself, and then one be in that cage. So stick around because he sees the other guy and he thinks he's tough guy.
Or if what we could do, Lisa, is if let's just say we built something and we had a cage elevated in there, because I'd like the cage to not be on the ground. So if we got a regular cage and we had one elevated in there, maybe in that scenario, you know, like if we had something like this, but we didn't have the bottom cage there. We just had the bottom cage, which is kind of like a foot. This was a foot, and we had the top cage sitting like this.
Mm-hmm.
And this where the ducks and everybody could go under. We could have a cage up top where the people could live, and they'd be fine. And then we could have the other guys go underneath and such. So that might actually
take the metal one out of there.
Yeah, maybe take the metal one out of there. Yeah, because we might not actually need the metal one right now. Now that we've got, if we move the Old English in here someplace.
If we do what we're talking about, these 2 cages are going to be in, correct?
Maybe. I mean, if we're doing what we're talking about, I mean, we have. Well, we have to figure out if we're bringing in any of those cages outside, and if we're not bringing those cages in outside, how we can winterize those cages outside, which we can do.
Make sure the older guys are in here. I mean, we could put plastic all over.
I mean, honestly, what would make the most sense, Lisa, is just looking at this cage. This would be a good cage. These 3 would be good. These guys would be 3 good handy runs. Yeah, because she's a full-size hen, and those are larger Bantams right there. And those 2 boys get along. She was the one that, remember, she's the one you moved in here, and then she died. She was the one that you moved in here with that. So.
Yeah, no, they'd be great to move over.
Yeah. And that one would be pretty easy to do pretty quickly too. That'd only take like, maybe we could focus on that tomorrow.
I mean, we do have to close it off though, because I don't want them fighting.
Oh no, we have a spot in there so they can be closed off. Yeah. So. Yeah, I know I said that we were talking about simplification, but now you guys get to see what like what real conversations we have when we're in the barn talking about animal husbandry and trying to figure things out for the winter. Because that's one of the big things that you have to worry about is where you're going to get everybody live. So, because Lisa, we also remember we did talk about this metal cage. We talked about moving this metal cage in there as well. Yeah, they'd actually probably do better. Okay. And then we have this open.
Oh yeah, we wanted all the bunnies together. You're right.
Yeah, and so we'd have the bunnies in the handy run.
You didn't want any rabbits in.
Yeah, I didn't want to put any rabbits in here. And these guys can't be outside, but these guys could live in the handy run. So. Okay, well, let's go on. Do you want me to go feed those guys out there, Lisa? Feed and water those guys out there? Well, the food and water is out there ready for those guys.
I almost brought home 3 more of these, and I thought,
Okay, well, let's head out that way, guys. I want to I'm going to take the water. We're going to get that filled up too while we're out here. So, yeah, this show is totally far more chaotic than I was planning it to be. But you guys get to see a lot more real, because since it's been about a month since Lisa was feeding everyone, I feed, me and her feed the animals differently, and she does things differently than I do, because that's just inevitable how all that kind of stuff works. So, also being that it's a nice day, and we're gonna have probably another week or so of very nice days, we do need to really get the plan in place of who we're bringing inside, who's staying outside, where they're gonna live, how we're gonna handle this, and she also needs to know which guys, are no longer with us, because that is one thing. If you haven't raised a lot of chickens, especially when you have them, like when you have some of the older guys, you start regularly going through folks that decide that they're ready to go on to their next adventure. And like I said, October, for those that didn't know, October was just a crazy, horrible month. We had a lot of animals decide that it was time to go on their next adventure. Hence the reason, if you look at the last episode, 408, it's talking about that it's okay to be sad, and it is. And so, yes, we're supposed to simplify life, and that's what we're trying to do. Is simplifying life also is having plans in place, knowing what you're going to do, knowing what steps you're going to take to try to make life a little bit more simpler, makes it have life make a little bit more sense. And that has a lot to do with trying to figure out the chores that you have to get done, especially with winter coming, because summer chores, fall chores, winter, spring, every season's a little bit different. Every season you have different responsibilities. And so you have to, really plan around what each of those responsibilities are like, what things you need to be planning for the future, because there always is going to be times, as much as it's important to live for the day and live for the animals, you do have to start thinking, okay, so which animals are we keeping? Which animals are we selling? Which animals are we choosing to breed? When are we choosing to breed them? And how are we going to keep them in optimum health and as happy, healthy as possible? Fernando's going to eat some cat food, or Fernando's going to eat some birdseed, because one thing that I learned is cats like birdseed, regardless of what they tell you. They just really do. It's weird. Weird, weird, weird. So, what should we work on next? So I got food, water, all that for Lisa. We can talk a little bit about, we can go back and talk a little bit about other ways to simplify your life. Another way to simplify your life, and this is something, is organization, which is something I'm horrible at. Absolutely horrible at organization. But if you have things organized, then you know where they're going to be at. It is easy. I want to say hi to you guys. There you go. Right, Fernando? Fernando says the easiest way to simplify your life is to just be a cat. And if you're just a cat and you eat and you have good humans, you don't really got to worry about anything. Unfortunately, not everyone can just be a cat. Some of us have other important things to do, like raise animals, like what else? And other important things do some of us have to do? I don't know. There's just tons of important things we have to do. But Fernando, he can literally just be a cat. Okay, let's go back and see what Lisa's working on. Probably gonna make this episode a little short today, so that we can get a few other things done, and I don't have to worry so much about when I get the GoPro or when I get my pair of glasses. Then it'll be easier because I can just wear them. We can just chit chat. But with this, carrying around a camera, I'm not exactly sure the easiest way to get everything well organized. So yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna jump off here for a bit. I might jump on later. We might do a little chit chat and we'll talk a little bit later. But I hope you guys, thank you for joining. Thanks for hanging out. I enjoyed all you guys here. Sorry, it was more just you getting to see everyday life. But I will talk to you guys in a little bit. Stock. Let's feed the chickens. Hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. And check out my Discord, discord.gg/xDrFirefly if you want to talk more about this kind of stuff and hang out with me when you usually got an earpiece in and hanging out then. So anyways, adios.